Hey y'all, hey, if you're like me and you love some good fast food, especially Chinese food, but sometimes it can be a little fattening, then this segment is for you. You are in the kitchen with Krystal. I'm Krystal Taylor, the owner and CEO of Fitness is Not a Game, and I bring you these segments so that I can show you how to make healthier food that is still good, but it's also going to be good for your waist, right? And quick and easy. So today we are making egg rolls in a bowl. I've been hearing about these recipes for so long. So I said, you know what? It's time for me to try it. Super simple too. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a ground turkey as a base. You can also use ground chicken. That's another thing I like about this because a lot of the egg rolls that we get out in public, they're fried and they typically might have a pork. And I know a lot of people don't like pork. So let's do it a different way. So to get started, we are just going to go ahead and heat up our little skillet and the bases, just like any regular egg roll. We're going to have some onion. We're going to use some coleslaw, pre-coleslaw mix, so that you don't have to worry about doing all that shredding yourself. If you want to, go for it. But the whole goal is to make this quick and easy because too many people say, well, Chris, I don't cook because it takes too long and yada, yada, yada. So I'm trying to make it easier for you, right? So I'm just going to dice up some onion. And then I'm going to show y'all like what I found to be my favorite ingredients when it comes to making any Asian food, and throw those in there. So I'm just going to dice up some onion, about half an onion. You can decide how much you want. I don't need a lot, but we're going to dice this up first. Throw this in the skillet, and then we're going to add all the other stuff with it. When I tell y'all this is super doggone easy, that is one thing I'm always looking for is a good doggone easy recipe. All right, so I'm gonna throw my onion in there. Got the little sizzle already. But then, what you gotta have is your garlic. I'm gonna use minced garlic. Again, if you wanna be fancy and cut yours all up on your own, go for it. No thank you. Because I use so much garlic, I just buy minced garlic. I don't know how much you like, but I like garlic. So I'm really gonna use, oh, that smells so good. Don't judge me. Look, if this your first time with me, type of one in the chat. Hey, if you're one of my OGs, you know that I'm gonna dance every time I smell some good food. Yeah, and it smells amazing. But what's also the kicker a lot of people overlook is the ginger. Again, you can decide what type of ginger you want, but I like the paste because I feel like it's a little more concentrated. You can use the ground ginger if you want to. You can be fancy and do it yourself. But this ginger paste, baby, takes it to a whole nother level. And I'm just putting all of these together now to get these. You can smell it. To get the smells to marinate. Good grief. Yes, yes, please. Look, ma'am, sir. Stuff smells so doggone good. Lord. And now I'm just going to add my ground turkey, cook it all in there. So that's part of the problem when people are trying to cook healthy early. They try to season meats after they cook them. No, you got to cook all the flavors in there at the same time. Mm. When I tell you it smells so doggone good in her, bam. Oh, child. Look, y'all gotta keep your hands clean when you messing with raw meat. But OMG, that smells so doggone good. So I'm going to go ahead and ground up this turkey. And y'all, this is basically almost it. Like, real talk. Now, what you can do, I'm making mine super low carb. But if you want to, you can also serve this on top of some rice, some cauliflower rice or something like that. But I'm just gonna have this as a bowl. So it's going to be a super high protein dish. But you can do whichever one you want, right? Because my thing is this: when we make certain changes, like the healthier changes, it's like you give yourself some wiggle room to play around with the other stuff, right? We're already not frying it. We're using the lean ground turkey. So you get to play around with it. If you want to add you some rice, go for it, right? I saw somebody call it food math the other day. Call it what you want to call it. But we're making healthy decisions, so don't feel too bad about it. But yeah, drink up to me. Cheers. And once this browns a little bit, add a little something else to it too. It's optional, but if you know me, you know I'm going for it. Hey, look, ginger is all the things. I was so happy when I have a chef buddy. Shout out to Chef Nina. She had this recipe that she shared with me for homemade fried rice. And that was the first time I had ever put the ginger in there, and it was just such a doggone game changer. It's like ever since then, I keep that doggone ginger paste in the house for whenever I want to make some Chinese food, because it's just so dang on good. All right, now don't judge me. Judge your mom, your auntie, your cousins, your kids, whoever, but not me. So what we also gonna use is some soy sauce. I ain't gonna tell y'all that I dropped my bottle of soy sauce last night. Dropped the whole thing, crack. Boom. So luckily I had some leftover packets, and we don't need that much anyway. So I'm just gonna use my soy sauce packet. You can use whatever soy sauce you got. I will say I have these because I typically don't use the kind that comes from the restaurant because, look, don't judge me. Because I prefer the low sodium soy sauce, but I told you I dropped it. So we got to make it happen, right? So you only need about 2 tablespoons or whatever. We gonna see about it. But the way I giggled when I dropped that doggone soy sauce last night, I was like, I know you lied. And I was just like, oh well, cleaned it up. And I looked in the drawer and I said, look at God. I have some packets and that'll do fine by me. Again, I like to reduce sodium just because I feel like we should always make healthy decisions when we can. And I'm one of those where my blood pressure typically runs low, so I don't have to watch it, but so many of us in our community need to. So that's why I encourage you to get the lower sodium if you can. It does not taste any different. You don't need all that extra salt and sodium any doggone way. So make a better decision. Okay? All right. So, got one more flavor ingredient we add. I'm excited about it. Because if you know me, you know I love a little spice. So going to add a little sriracha, and it gives it a little more garlic. Come on now. Look, whenever I get a chance to, oh, it smells so good. The way I can't wait to eat this, Lord. Child. But whenever I'm given the option, don't ask me how much my ancestors told me when to stop. But whenever I get a chance to make something spicy, yes, please. They crack me up at restaurants, whatever, they ask, you want jalapeno? Yes. I can't tell you how frequently I will order something on the menu just because it has jalapenos or something like that, right? I just love spicy. Spicy the better. And what I also do a lot of times with my Asian food, I use a lot of cayenne pepper. Cayenne is good for adding flavor, but it also helps boost your metabolism too. So look here. Get a double one. Look. And since we don't have much more for this meat to brown, it's almost done. See how quick that is? Less than 10 minutes. And this is actually going to yield a lot because this is a pound. So this will yield about 4 servings, right? Because, y'all, that's the other thing. Y'all think that just because you're eating healthier that you can just keep eating more. You don't need to eat more. Still eat your serving size. If you're eating your regular serving size or a regular serving size, period, and you're making healthier decisions, you're saving calories, you're going to get closer to your weight loss goals. Right? So many of y'all be like, oh, sis is healthy. I can just eat more. Why am I gaining weight? That's fine. You're still eating those calories. You know what I'm saying? So this is almost done. So now, add the last part. So I just got a bag of cabbage. Like the coleslaw. Ooh, it smells so good. bag of the pre-cut coleslaw. So you don't have to do all that stuff. Like I said, if you want to be fancy and you want to be authentic, be able to tell people that you get all the shredding with your cabbage and your carrots, good for you. But for me, in my schedule and the way I like things set up, I'm gonna take the easiest stuff, especially because it's so cheap. There are some things I refuse to buy pre-cut or made. I'm like, it don't take that long to do it, right? Like I can't stand buying the cut up watermelon and pineapple. It don't take me nothing to cut that, right? But I ain't got time to be shredding no cabbage. And yeah, it could be easy, but at the same time, especially if I'm not going to use the whole thing, I may as well just get this pre-made bag, because if I get a whole head of cabbage and I'm not going to eat it right then, that's going to go bad. Whereas with this, I can make this now, and then I can put the rest of the cabbage back in the fridge, right? Y'all, this smells so good. Turn this heat down a little bit. It's sizzling. Sizzling, baby. Oh, this smells so doggone good. Like, I was doing fine, but now I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And I'm trying to decide how much more cabbage I want. Mm-mm. Let me know if you like cabbage. Are you? If you're watching, you're obviously everything, right? But let me know. I'm one of those. If I'm eating Chinese food, whether it's at home or store bought or restaurant bought, I love a good egg roll or crab rangoon or wonton or something with it. I don't know. It's like I need a side. And it's so funny because I don't even typically do breads and all that stuff. I'm not one of those people who feel like I have to have something on the side. But it's something about Asian food where I'm like, please give me, I'm going to add a little more cabbage because why not have more vegetables, right? More vegetables, as my mama call them. But it's something about having an egg roll or something on the side. Now, what I need to figure out how to make a healthy version of is my crab rangoon. When I tell you I make a fire crab rangoon, but it's all the way fried. All the way fried. But I'm going to have to figure out how to make a healthier version so I can show y'all, right? So this is basically done. Bam! What was that? 10 minutes? 12 minutes? Look. Uh-oh. Look, I don't know why this food is trying to escape. That's all right. There we go. Yeah, that's basically done. I'm going to turn this heat down just in case. Yeah. Look, and I got it to where the cabbage is like cooked down, but it's still crisp. We don't need it wilted. And cabbage doesn't have too much like nutritional value anyway, right? And but I mentioned that just because with a lot of people, when it comes to making their vegetables, they'll cook them down so much where it takes out all the nutrients, but this one doesn't have too many nutrients anyway. So for flavor. All right, let's try it. Let's see about it. I'm glad I had that other pack of soy sauce. Y'all know what movie I was about to reference, but I'm not going to. But just in case I want a little more flavor. We shall see. Oh, look. Why y'all ain't tell me I turned the heat off? I'm sitting there like, why my arm feel hot? Because it's fire under there. That's why. Look. Ooh. I don't know if y'all can hear my music or not. I tell you, it's like I want you to hear the music so you don't think I'm crazy, but at the same time, I can't let y'all hear the music so I don't get my videos all banned and restricted. So, see it? Mm-hmm. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see about it. Look. That ginger. Look. Look. Now. Look. Oh, the sriracha. Wait a minute. Oh, look. Now, yeah, I could see putting this on top of some brown rice or something. And I probably will use brown rice just because brown rice can be heartier. But yeah. Oh, look. The sriracha, the ginger. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I just made 4 servings in what, 15 minutes. So even if whether you're cooking for your family or for yourself, you can easily store this in different containers. This can be a quick, easy lunch that you prep for the week. So yeah, this is a winner. Nice and light, high protein, low carb, super flavorful. I get to save my little last packet of soy sauce and go to the store and get me a real bottle, right? That's why we need more plastic. Man, y'all should have seen my face when that bottle fell. It was like, no. But anywho, we made it do what it do. We made an egg roll in the bowl. Super quick and easy. Few ingredients. To use ground turkey. You can use chicken if you like. Let's see, cabbage, onion, minced garlic, garlic paste. I added a little sriracha to add a little more heat to it. And that's about it. Wait a minute. We're gonna add a garnishment because we fancy. We fancy. Now I was also looking because wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if I had some sesame seeds or not. So you can toast some sesame seeds and put those on there. I'm also gonna put me some green onion. Look, when I tell you I've become a fan of green onions as garnishment, it just adds that extra little pop. I like onions anyway, like red, yellow, it don't matter. Sauteed, raw. But when I tell you, oh shoot, we taking this to a whole nother level. Taking it to a oh wait a minute, get looking fancy. You see that? Yeah. All right. Now we gotta try it. Oh, wait a minute. Now we gotta try it with the onion. Y'all add that extra, just that little extra. Look. All right. I told y'all what was in it. Make sure you make it. When you make it, tag me. Let me know how you did it. Let me see your reaction when you first tasted it. Let me know what you swapped out, what you thought, all that good stuff. So, let me act like I got some home training. Um, you don't usually like cabbage. Look, I'm telling you, Miss Carla, you will love this. This is good. So we're cooking down the cabbage too, and um it's not super cooked down like regular cooked cabbage would be. It just gives you like a little crisp. It's really good. So with that being said, you have been in the kitchen with me, Krystal Taylor, the owner and CEO of Fitness is Not a Game, where I just showed you how to make some quick and easy egg rolls in the bowl that you can have for it's a great snack, great lunch, even a good, nice, light dinner. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you tag me, and I will see you next time. All right. And if you have to be out in the streets, please be safe. So I just want you healthy, I want you happy, and I want you here. All right, y'all.